I get a check, I ain't getting peace. The best that I could be is all I'm trying to be. The best that I could be is all I'm trying to be. I see my goals right in front of me, and they so close, got me trying to reach out. Stuck up in that cold, I was trying to eat. Mama, I just hope you can see your sun down.
Yo, we live in the building, but we in a different building though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna switch it up and get some things together, but we in a different building. We live in a new studio, bringing in a new home for the new year. You know what I'm saying? And what we here to do today? Fusion Uncut, 2026. This is the first episode, so I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really excited. First reason I'm excited because I get a chance to sit down with another amazing person. You know what I'm saying? But to add on to that, this somebody I ain't seen in a long time. This is a good friend of me, you know what I'm saying? Met her a long time ago with Brian, listened to some of that great music, been watching her movement and stuff like that these last couple months. So I'm really excited to get in tune with her, get a little chopping up with her, get a little update of what she been up to. Because she really been busy though. She's definitely been busy. So who am I talking about? I'm talking about Miss Zia Jenaye. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
For sure, man, for sure. So, like, before we get into the nitty-gritty and we talk about this business, though, I do want to get a little update with you, because I ain't seen you in, like, a couple years, though. Like, you definitely done grew up, you know what I'm saying? But you been working, though. Like, you really been working, like, because outside of me being an artist myself, you know, being this media personality, I really be in tune with, like, certain people movements and what they really got going on. And your movement specifically is, like, you been really out here, especially this summertime, you know what I'm saying? Like, you stayed booked and busy, and that's what it's all about. So, like, just tell me a little bit about, like, these different things you've been going through these last couple of years since the last time we had a conversation.
Man, I have been on the grind. I've been out, you know, on the scene, doing festivals. If you see me during the summer, festivals. I've been doing so much music, collaborations that you guys don't know about, but you should definitely look forward to. Man, I've just been meeting so many amazing people, and collaborating and really focusing on the art of things. You know, I've really been enjoying myself, because it's a lot of new things coming that I'm excited for you guys to hear. And yeah, so I'm glad to be back here too. You know what I mean?
For sure, man, for sure. So the last time we had our conversation, you know what I'm saying, we was on a whole different platform, Fusion Radio. Now this is a different platform, Fusion Uncut. So for the people that's probably not familiar with you, probably never heard your music, probably never seen you before, just tell them a little bit about, like, who Zia Jenaye is. You know what I'm saying?
I would say I am someone who loves the art, you know what I mean? I'm like a sponge, and that's what I put into my music. It's very intentional. I love R&B, I love soul, but I also love upbeat things. I'm a hip-hop girl as well. So when you listen to my music, you're really just listening to me. You're learning about me, so I would say that explains me, I guess.
For sure, for sure. So tell us a little bit about, like, your upbringing, like your upbringing as, like, just you personally, and then tell us a little bit about, like, your upbringing in the music.
Okay, personally, my upbringing, I come from a very musical family, a very supportive family as well. When I was younger, my dad, he produced beats all day. I'm talking about I would just be sitting there, and he got this whole setup with his laptop, speakers and everything. My mom, she would always sing around the house. You know, that's what I grew up knowing. But it wasn't anything where it was like, okay, we're a musical family and let's see if you have talent. It wasn't no like Jackson 5 type thing. So that's what I would say, but I just grew up around a lot of music. Yeah, and you said my personal upbringing and as well as, what'd you say?
Well, it's kind of like, see, you kind of tied it in together, and it like, and that's kind of great that you did it like that, because your situation is like that. It's like you told me a little bit about, like, you personally, but at the same time, music seemed like it's always been around. So it's like it kind of just happened simultaneously. So, like, talk to me a little bit about that, though, because I definitely wanted to talk, because I felt like that was really big when we did the interview on Fusion Radio, like, the fact that you have your parents in your story and in your journey as far as you growing up in music. So, like, just tell me a little bit about, like, the benefits of actually having your parents to help you with that, though.
Oof, man, I would say just having somebody supportive by your side through a journey, any journey that you go through in life is very important. So having my parents, it is, you know, lifting me up during the lows, and, you know, during the highs, you just have somebody, you know, by your side that, you know, helped you through all those times, and you're very grateful for it. So I would say, man, just having somebody by your side, that's truly something that I'm blessed for, you know.
For sure, for sure. So with you being an R&B singer, you know what I'm saying? You singing, giving them real, them... Because you can actually sing, though. Because, like I said, I'm in tune with the movement, so I see the different pieces of content that you post. Like, and you post a lot of things with just, like, just singing in general. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, she got it. So, like, tell me about the preparation that comes with that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because me being an artist myself, I understand, like, yeah, it's a little different for me on my side because, you know, I'm a rapper. I write bars and stuff like that. And I go over my notes and go over my bars and my different songs and stuff. But, like, with you actually being a singer, you have, like, a real skill, though. Like, to sing, it's not easy. Everybody can't just sing. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pick up and think one day, okay, I'm going to be a singer. So, like, what's your preparation like when it comes to getting prepared to be a singer?
But when it comes to like that whole singing and rapping thing, I really started off writing, you know what I mean? It really went hand in hand with singing. So like even when I'm writing a song, I really don't associate it, oh, right here I'm singing and right here I'm rapping. It's just, I'm doing art, you know, I'm expressing myself and however I see fit, you know, at that time. So how I prepare myself to sing, a lot goes into it. I mean, if you're talking about before a show, man, I gotta work with my vocals like hours before, hours. You know, and as you discover your voice, you know, the things that you're capable of and, you know, the things you have to do in order to, you know, reach those points to certain like points in your voice. So I will say a lot when it comes vocally comes down to my voice and where I know I can go and different things like that. So, yeah. I would, if that's what you meant by the question, yeah.
No, for sure. And see, that's why I love being a part of this show, and I love the whole theme about this show, because it's like, I get a chance to dive deep into the whole process of what makes an artist an artist. And that's what makes each artist unique and what makes every artist great, because everybody's process is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put two singers in the same room, but one singer's process might be totally different than the next singer's process. And it's the same thing with, like, different artists and, like, different rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be two rappers, but one rapper probably go in a booth and just straight spit without having to think about nothing, just go straight out the dome. And then another artist might have to sit down for a whole day or two to write a song, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes music so unique, because everybody's process to it is different. And can't nobody really tell you if your process is right or is wrong, because you never know. Some people, like, it just be like that sometimes. Like, everybody can't do certain things a certain type of way. So if it takes you longer to make a masterpiece, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about something that I really seen that you got into this summer. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that this wasn't your first time doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the From the Go Fest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the From the Go Fest, because it's like every year that I seen you a part of it, it seemed like you really have fun. You got a chance to shake all type of hands, share your crowd, share your sound and share your music with all type of people. So just tell me about your experience at that event.
I would say the Go Fest is such a well-rounded experience, because you don't only perform at a festival, but it's really like before you even get to the festival, it feels so much like a family, because you get acquainted with all the other artists and you spend kind of days with the artists. You know, you go up there, you film, you know, interviews, and then it's just so much support and love, you know, that goes through the True Star building. So I would say it was like a very surprising experience first, because I've never experienced it with a festival. Usually it's just like, okay, you show up, you know what I mean, you compete to get in, and then you might have a sound check and then you're there. But with True Star, that's where I really formed my like relationship with them, because it was deeper than that. They really wanted to give people a chance to showcase their best show, and they helped you, you know, with your show and had people to mentor you. So yeah, I would say I'm very grateful for that experience. Every time I come through, it's very heartwarming, because you get a lot of Chicago artists that are great, you know what I mean? And I love it's like so many artists on the you know, on the show, so you meet so many different people. It's not just like 5 artists. It's like people with different things to offer. So yeah, there I met Shayla G, you know, she's a very good mentor, somebody I truly rock with, you know. You know, I met Mike, you know, somebody very funny with a lot of personality. I met Kennedy, like a lot of people I rock with, just, you know, beyond music, came from, you know, True Star and the Go Fest.
For sure, for sure. And that kind of ties into my next question, because I was definitely going to ask you, like, just on the networking tip, like, just going to these different events. Like, I done seen you got a chance to bump into artists like Lil Moo, chance to rap with all different type of people. So, like, tell us a little bit about, like, just being outside and networking, because I don't think a lot of artists or just people that's in this music industry understand how important that is to what you're trying to do.
It's funny you say that networking because, you know, me, I would say before, like, this whole, like, you know, just getting into music, I'm not a very social person, so it's crazy when people look at me like, dang, networking, you doing your thing, you're right. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I had to really grind to even get to that point to know this is a, you know, a part of my journey, and I have to do this in order, you know, for opportunities to come my way. So I think my mom's, you know, she's always there in the corner. You know, if you see me networking, she gonna be right there. So, you know, man, I've had so many opportunities just networking. Like, things that, like, you think you would get it in another way, but it's like, no, I just had to be in the room. I was in the room, then I was, like, there. And it was like, oh, okay, opportunity came from that. Like, a lot of my opportunities didn't even come from when I was working my hardest and it was like, grind. It came from me just being in the room. And like, oh, yeah, do this. Like, what? I'm doing this right now? So networking has been, man, like, pivotal to my career. And I would say, yeah, you just meet a lot of, you know, dope people.
For sure, for sure. No, because I definitely understand what you mean, because that's kind of been me these last couple months. Like, don't get me wrong, I won't say, like, I haven't put no work in or you haven't put no work in, but I definitely understand what you mean by just sometimes just being at the right place at the right time. Certain things just kind of fall into your lap. But when they fall in your lap, though, you have to be ready for it, though, and be on point, because you might, like, an opportunity could come at the split second, but if you're not ready for it, it's like you're going to miss your opportunity.
Yeah.
For sure. So, 2026, you know what I'm saying? We just started. This the first day, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of more days that's going to come. So, without telling us too much, though, what's certain things that we should be expecting for you on the music tip in these next couple months?
I would say you can expect a lot of music. I've really been, you know, in the studio and writing like crazy with a lot of songs that I'm excited for people to hear, you know. Me as an artist, I can't even really explain myself because I do so much stuff. I really just put what I'm thinking into it. So, yeah, and I'm really going to go hard with staying consistent and really doing me. You know, sometimes, like, you kind of struggle to know, like, what's the right thing, what's the right way to put things out. And that can also hinder you and, like, stop you from doing it because you're like, dang, I'm going to do it the right way. But I'm really just going to put things out and see where it takes me. I think on my journey, where I've been the most successful is when I just gone after it and then I learn on the way. Even if I fail, I was like, okay, at least I know, you know, I'm not going to do that again, but at least I'm going somewhere. So with music, sometimes I feel like I could hold myself back a bit because I'm overthinking. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to really do. I'm just going to push it out and do what I love because I started doing it because it helps me. So I'm just going to start pushing it out. And I think that's the difference.
For sure. Okay, so we didn't got a chance to get a little bit more acquainted, you know what I'm saying, chop me up, you know what I'm saying, catch me up to speed to what you've been having going on these last couple of years. So now I kind of want to dive a little bit more into who you are personally, you know what I'm saying? So outside of the music and stuff like that, what are some other things that you like to do with your time, like when you have the time?
I would say I'm a binge watcher. I love to watch TV. Anime, ooh, I love anime so much. So, you know, that's what I love to do. I also love K-dramas too, so, yeah, I like that. It's crazy because music is like a huge part of my life right now, so when people say like outside of music, I feel like music is just a huge part, so it's kind of hard to be like, what do I do outside of it? I guess I go to school. I don't know if that's the most favorable part, but I go there because I have to, or my parents probably go to jail. Or whatever. So yeah, that's what I do. And then I love to like write songs. Like I know people say outside of music, but that's just a huge part of me. And I feel like most of the process isn't even writing songs. It's probably like performing or like going to the studio really outside of my comfortable space. So when I'm really by myself, I love to write. I mean, that's the way I express myself. When it isn't always easy to talk, you know, to people. So it's like when I hear that beat and I just like, all right, cool. I write down how I feel. And then I love to see like, you know, the people around me like reaction when they hear it. I'm like, yeah, I just did something dope. So I would say those are the things that I do.
See, that's why, like, sometimes doing this show, I'm kind of glad that I wear two hats at the same time. Like, I wear artist hat and a media personality hat. Because, like, when I be talking to y'all, I actually understand what y'all mean when y'all say the things that you say. Because, like, I be the same way sometimes. Like, it could be times where I'm probably going through something or feeling a certain type of way, and I just write. Or just, like, write. Like, it done been times where I done really sat down and wrote songs out and never intended to put them out. Like, I just wrote them just on some, okay, let me get better with my pen, or let me just get this off my chest. So I understand what you mean by, like, sometimes just writing is just like a way just to reflect, you know what I'm saying? Get certain things off your mind. But it's something, like, it's something that you got to expand on, though, because you said something about Keese stories. What are Keese stories?
Oh, K-dramas. So it's like Korean dramas. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You know,
so it's like K-pop, basically, like one of
not like K-pop. I guess it's like Koreans in drama. So it's like TV shows just with Koreans in it. You know, I guess. You go on Netflix, you can check it out. It's just like it's a section
like
for it.
Games.
Like
yes.
Squid Games.
So Squid Games, that's like K-stories. Okay, K-dramas. Okay.
Yeah.
See, you learn something every day. You pay attention. You definitely learn something every day.
But you got to be ready to watch something with subtitles, though. Unless you have them in English, but it's a little weird because it don't match their, you know, lips when they talking. So, you know, you got to have the subtitles and everything, but it just teach you how to multitask.
It's some old, like them old Chinese karate movies where they be talking super fast and they just be... Hey, no, it'd be like that though. So, and you even talked about like anime though. So, like, so what certain animes that you like get into and like you really enjoy watching?
I would say Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if I said it right.
JJK.
Yeah, you just abbreviated it. Okay. It's a lot of things. Even though I feel like the recent anime they've been putting out ain't as good as the ones back then though. It don't have a story. Like, it gotta have something tragic happen, and then it's like, dang, I'm into it. You know what I mean? And it just really gets you involved. I feel like the animes now are just, you know, dull and shallow a little bit. So.
From My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
That one,
I watched that. Yeah.
I like it.
But it's like an older one, and like the new ones, like, you know, JJK. That's a good one, but.
See, I don't know nothing about none of that. And it ain't even like that. Like, it's anything wrong with anime, but I'm like one of those people I know the anime that everybody know. The Naruto's, the Dragon Ball Z's, like that's
Yeah,
Attack on Titan.
I like
you know what I'm saying?
like it's more story driven for me too. Like I like the story. That's why I still watch it because it got good stories.
See, me, it's a little different. See, I only know about them because you remember when anime used to come on Adult Swim when you was a kid. So, like, watching that's what I know what it is from. But outside of that, I don't really know nothing about no anime. So, like, even with anime, though, like, that's a whole nother world, though. Like, have you ever thought about, like, trying to infuse that type of world with your music world? Because I've been seeing a lot of artists fake kind of do that now. Like,
right.
To a certain extent.
Wow, I haven't really thought of that. I mean, it might already be some stuff in it just because I'm a sponge and, like, subconsciously I, you know, do things and take from things that I, you know, watch or whatever. But no, I haven't thought of that. Like, I don't know, like an anime beat and probably try to, you know, put some lyrics on top of it. But I really just like watching anime because it's like, I don't know, anything like that's fantasy, it kind of gives you, it's always so inspiring. They do things that you probably can't do and it's like, dang, it gives you another sense of, I don't know, like, it's always a heroic story, so it's motivational. I would say more like I can do anything type stuff.
For sure. That's what's up though. I rock with anime. Shout out all my anime watchers. That's what I'm talking about, man. So I definitely want to touch on this subject though, as far as like you being an artist, but you still like, I don't want to give it to you like that, like on some I'm calling you a kid, but like, you know what I'm saying, like you still a young woman at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like I think I met you at, was it 15 or 16 when we did our first interview? I think it was 16.
Probably 16.
Yeah, probably 16. So like, tell me a little bit about like going through that though, as far as like your career, but still trying to have a normal kid life. Because you still deserve to have a normal kid life, but at the same time, you still got goals and aspirations as far as your career.
I would say it's definitely like as now I'm getting into like, you know, being older, I learn more of a balance between personal life and like going after your dreams and everything like that. So that was like trial and error trying to figure that out, you know, because you have to be like happy on both sides of things and like balance stuff out. But it's sacrifice that comes with, you know, going after your dreams, of course. Good thing I was more of a reserved kid, so I ain't go out and party, you know, with my friends or whatever. So it wasn't like I was listening on too much, you know. But yeah, it for sure is like some sacrifice and some things you won't want to do that you may not understand because, you know, that's why I'm glad I have my parents around because they looked at it more for the bigger picture. I guess when I was younger, I couldn't really see that as well as my parents did, so I'm glad they pushed me. Where now I see that and I see, you know, it really made sense. But it comes with a lot of sacrifice. So I think working on like my mental and everything like that really helped it out because I saw the bigger picture of things. And also looking at stories of people who came before me and seeing, dang, okay, you know, this sacrifice is worth it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Listening to you talk, like a quote came to my head as I was listening to you speak. It was basically like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And the only reason that came to my head is because, like, to me, how I interpret that quote is more so like, not so much the whole trash analogy, it's more so like, okay, it could be something right here, right now on this table, and you might not know what it is and might not understand it, so you might not care nothing about it. But I might look at this same object and be like, ooh, I could do this with that, or I could do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like understanding what you have in front of you and understand what to do with what you have in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get you that. Another question, but like, okay, so like, tell me about like actually going through the process of like going to school though, but you an artist though. Like that's crazy because like when I first started making music, like I was in high school too, but it was like, you at a whole nother trajectory that like you superstar status. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually doing your 1-2 for real. It's not like you just mediocre, you do a show here and there. Like you really in the nick of things. Like you really got a career so far. You know what I'm saying? So like actually going to school and having to be around other kids and they knowing your songs, they singing your songs to you, like they like, oh yeah, I seen you doing this, I seen you with this person, that person. Like how do you deal with that though?
The crazy part is like that might be what people assume, but nah, that's not really, you know, how it is. I would say like I do a lot of things at my school, like, you know, performances, and everybody know I'm an artist, but man, getting your peers to be on the same wave as you is crazy. It's not easy at all. So I would say that like people may know, but it's not, you know what I mean, all that, I would say. And then it's some people who think like, dang, you're doing all of this, and like, I don't know. I love the accolade and everything, but they think you're further than you actually are. Which is the crazy part. Like my friends will be like, dang, you know, this person, and oh, they see you as this, and it's like, wow, like you know, and it's probably because I'm in it that I don't, and I know. But like, you know, if people like be looking at you like, dang, you got all this and you got that, I'm like, man, I mean, yeah, you know,
it ain't
so
even one of those.
yeah, so yeah, I kind of like, I guess when I first was going to school, because you could say I really started in high school. First, it was like a separation. I go to school, and then this is my music. I guess I had to figure out a way to blend it almost through my like high school career. Yeah, so I say that's like how it felt going to school. That was a little bit of the change, because it's like, okay, now like Zia Jenaye, it's her going to school. It's not just, you know, Zia Brand and then Zia Jenaye. So yeah, I guess that was.
That's crazy. No, cause it's like, that's amazing to me though. Like to be able to perform in front of my school though. Like that's crazy to me though. Like that's a real accomplishment. Like a lot of people can't say they did that or got a chance to do that. So with you actually being able to do that and you making a certain type of music where you can do that, like that speaks a lot. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And I think I kind of understand what you mean by the whole, like, the perception thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like the same thing with me, too, though. Like, I had certain conversations with people, and they be like, yeah, you going crazy, you doing this and that. And I'll be like, I ain't even really doing nothing for real. Like,
and it's not to even knock the grind at all. It's just, like, their perception of where they think you are. You know what I mean? And the relations you may have is just like, wow. You know, it gives you also understanding kind of like between like the whole social media thing and everything, like how people are able to mask certain stuff and make it look a certain way. And when you don't even try to make it look a certain way, people just, you know, assume certain stuff and it's like, oh, you know?
And no, you got a point though. And you definitely got a point, because you don't even have to put it out there a certain type of way, but people receive what certain things, however they receive them. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get what you mean by that. That definitely makes sense. It's hard being an artist, man. People don't understand. Like, it's hard being an artist. Like, man. Yeah. So, like, speaking of being an artist, though, I definitely want to get your take on this. Like, what do you think that every artist should either know or should have as far as, like, a skill? Like, it's not more so like how you sing and, like, your vocals and stuff like that. I don't mean necessarily, like, a skill like that, but, like, certain things, like, professionalism, like things like that. Like, what's a skill or certain things that you feel like every artist should have in their repertoire?
Being able to stay consistent and having the mental fortitude to continue on. You know, because people may say, "Oh, professionalism." All that don't matter, because you are who you are as an artist, and people take it or leave it. You know what I mean? But you have to be able to believe in yourself to the point where you won't stop and where you won't cower to whatever your circumstance is or whatever, because it's going to work. You know what I mean? Hard work works. If you keep going, it's going to work. It's no way. Science, that's just how it works. You know what I mean? People going to take it or leave it. That's how it works. But you have to know. You have to keep going. You have to be able to see it and believe it, even when you don't feel, you know, the best in moments, even when it ain't even looking the best for you. You just got to go straight out on faith. So that's what I say.
I kind of just changed my mindset a little bit about certain things. I like how you did that, how you put that. For sure.
I owe that all to, and man, a lot of things I say I owe it all to my parents. A lot of things I wasn't able to see, you know what I mean? But man, they pumped me with so much good, you know what I mean? Even in times when I don't feel like, you know those times where it's like, when you down, you just want somebody to say what you want to say, what you want to hear. They don't do that. They're like, nope, I'm going to tell you how it is. And I appreciate them for that, because I feel like sometimes we are our worst enemy. You know what I mean? We'll stop ourselves just because of our thoughts and our emotions at the time when you looking at the wrong thing. You know what I mean? And they tell me that. So I appreciate them for that.
For sure. Your parents sound like people that live in the real world. You know, a lot of people don't live in the real world until they get to a certain age or get to a certain point in their life. And then when they get to the real world, they be like, man, so this how this really go. Because people around them then sheltered them so long and kept certain things from them and kept them out of situations, so they never experienced the real world. So once they finally experience it, they like, man, they be totally lost, because they was never raised or never groomed to understand how the real world works. I bet y'all, we got a little chance to talk, chop it up, you know what I'm saying, do our little 1-2. Now it's time to get into these games, you know what I'm saying. Y'all know every time we get into these games, I got to turn it over to my executive producer now, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you got to hit a little different. He ain't just no cameraman no more, he executive producer, you know what I'm saying. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about my boy Extendo.
What's up? It's Risky Visuals. How you feeling, Zia?
I'm feeling good.
That's good. So today, we're going to play our 2 staple games on the show. We're going to kick it off with 2 truths and a lie. So basically, the way 2 truths and a lie work is you're going to make 3 statements. 2 of them going to be true, 1 of them going to be false. And it's on the other person to figure out which statement is false. So you got your 3 ready?
Yep, I got my 3.
All right, let's hear 'em.
All right. I lived in Missouri for 5 years. I made a song with the writer that wrote for Chris Brown. I went to Atlanta to record music.
Why would you tell her to do that like that?
She
She definitely came with some joints though.
Bro, it said that's one of the slick ones. She hit you with that. I ain't lived that 5 years. I really lived that 4.5.
No, for real. And then you can do that though.
Believable.
Yeah.
You said I lived in Missouri for 5 years.
I don't even think I could put my finger on it for real.
I work with You said with the writer or producer that worked with Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, so the producer that worked with Chris Brown. And what was the last one
The
again?
writer.
Oh, the writer.
Yeah, the writer.
And what was the last one again?
And last one I recorded music in Atlanta.
I don't know. It's between the first one and the last one. I don't know. Cause I feel like it ain't the middle one. Cause I feel like you got a story to go with that middle one. I feel like that hit a little different.
Folks using them context clues.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never heard you say nothing about Missouri, so I don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go with the first one. She ain't lived in Missouri for 5 years.
Locking it in?
Am I supposed to? Okay.
Yeah. That's my answer. We gonna lock that joint in.
So let him know. Was he right?
No.
Ooh.
I couldn't say what I want to say. Damn.
We
Okay.
got him.
Okay.
We got him one. Okay,
Do I say-
so break that down to us then. So break down your two truths to us.
Okay, so I was born in Missouri and I lived there for 5 years. Then I moved to Chicago. And then I did I gotta look at what I said.
Man.
I made a song with the writer for Chris Brown, so I did. I went out to LA and I recorded with him.
Tell us how that even like came about.
So basically, I guess he saw like my boosted post on Instagram. This is like 2 years ago, so I was like younger or whatever. And he was like, "Hey, I want you to come out here in LA and work with me and everything." And that was a whole story. Oh, that was a whole story. It was crazy. So first, like my parents looking like, "Okay, is this real?" You know what I mean? Because you'd be like, "Yeah, is this real?" They trying to scam us, just trying to get us out there. They'd be like, "Nah, you ain't getting nothing," or whatever. So we were supposed to do like a 24-hour studio session. Yeah, that whole experience was crazy. Should I get into it?
Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
let's talk about
I
it.
mean-
Let us know.
So, it was a lesson, I guess, learned about, I don't even know how to say it because, like, you know what I mean? I guess with working with people and everything like that, I guess that's what it was. So we went out there and everything just wasn't, as it seemed, I guess. And it just really taught me a lesson about how, to work with people, I guess.
So overall, was your experience positive or negative?
It was positive because I learned things from it, and I met a very great engineer that I still work with to this day.
And so being in that environment around like those type of people, like people that really got their foot in the door in the industry, what's some key takeaways you took from being out there?
They work fast. In LA, they work so it really inspired me to like, okay, let me really get in the studio and, sharpen my skills when it comes to that. And yeah, that's what I had to say. Like, you can see the hunger they have. It's like, they work so fast, it's crazy.
Okay. And then growing up in Missouri, tell us kind of what that's like compared to living in Chicago.
Ooh, I would say very different. It's more quiet. You know what I mean? Peaceful. Everything isn't bunched together. Like, it's spread out. You know what I mean? You could be somewhere and look around like, oh, nobody's here. Okay. So I would say that was my experience in Missouri.
And do you prefer that experience out there, or do you prefer like the more fast-paced life of living in Chicago?
I prefer Missouri. I would say I love how like you can go like downtown here and stuff like that. It's like funner here, but like the peaceful. You
prefer your peace.
Yeah,
you put
prefer
your peace
peace.
first.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then your lie was that you never been to Atlanta to record music.
No.
Did you pick that for a reason? Like, do you actually do want to go down there and interact with the music scene out there, or that was just to throw him off?
It's true. I want to go down there like and be on the music scene. I've never been to Atlanta, so and I hear that it's just the music scene is different. It's more like supportive of music there. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. So.
Is there any artists or anybody, producers, any type of creatives out there that you specifically looking to work with, or you just want to go out there and kind of just network and feel the vibe out?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Network and feel the vibe. See how the music scene is out there.
Okay. We gonna come back with a new signed artist.
Right.
Before the fame interview.
Oh, bro. Alright, okay. So Keese, he got you. So What you got for her? You think you can get her back?
Man,
Now I gotta.
Yeah, he gonna name his 3 statements, and now it's your turn to guess. And you gonna see if he lands.
Seems
Okay.
a little intuitive.
Call his bluff.
I see I gotta do a little bit more work on my research because I did not know you used to stay in Missouri for 5 years before you came to Chicago. I thought you always been in Chicago. That's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do a little bit better next time. So I bet my two truths and a lie. I said I started making music at 16. Brian made me his co-host after 2 weeks of me knowing him, and I just turned 25 in August. I ain't try to, cause last week I kind of went.
Yo, bro. He said, I'm gonna keep it nice and simple this time.
I'm gonna try to keep it PG this week. You know what I'm saying? Ain't on that.
But them all seem believable too. Yeah, man, call his bluff, man.
I would say that
I could read them again too.
yeah.
Yeah. So I said first one was I started making music at 16. Second one was Brian made me his co-host after 2 weeks of knowing him, and the last one was I just turned 25 in August.
I think the last one is the lie.
What make you think that?
Because you mentioned earlier high school in music, so I was like, okay, you probably did start when you were 16. And then Brian making you a co-host, that seems, pretty believable. And then the 25, I don't know. That just seems the least believable out of all of them. You know what I mean?
When I don't look 25, what I look?
I don't know. It's just based on what I know about you and what you've said, those two seem the most believable.
So that's what your answer. You locking that in?
Uh-huh.
Let us know something.
Well, she didn't get it right, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so the lie was the second one. Brian didn't make me his co-host after 2 weeks of knowing him. You know what I'm saying? So, first truth, you know what I'm saying? I started making music at 16. I started making music when I was like 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? I didn't start taking it serious till like 19, but I started messing around with the music at like 16.
You remember your first song?
Yeah. It was
Did you like it?
Terrible. Like if I was to play that song for y'all right now, y'all.
When you alone sometimes in the cut though, you still listen to it sometimes from time to time just to be like, damn, I really came this far.
Nah, like
I got to though. You gotta reflect.
I can honestly tell you, if we had like a how could I say it, like a I don't want to say a nigga tracker, but like how many times you said nigga in a song?
Yeah.
It was probably over 30 times. Like, that's how garbage it is. Like, just because like when I started making music, I lie to you and say like when I started making music, I wanted to start making music. Like making music was never like, yeah, I want to make music. Nah, it didn't come, that didn't come into play until like years later. But when I first started making music, it was really just being around other people that was making music. So I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying?
And so how long was you and Brian locked in before he did actually make you the co-host?
I knew Brian, I met Brian in 2019, but I didn't become his co-host to 2022.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I I met Brian for the first time in 19, then some years ended up going by. Then I ended up just seeing him doing certain things and seeing him not have a co-host, and then that's when I ended up popping the question, and that ended up happening in 2022. So yeah.
What made you wanna like be a co-host, or did he bring it to you?
Nah, it was more so like, okay, background information, you know what I'm saying? I gotta tell my personal business. But okay, so like in 2022, I got locked up for 6 months, you know what I'm saying? So me getting locked up for 6 months, when I was locked up, I was thinking of like different things that I needed to do when I came home as far as trying to catch traction with the music. So like I said, I met Brian in 2019, and when I met Brian, it was like, for the ones who know Brian is everybody brother. He gonna show everybody the same love. He gonna rock with everybody the same way. He gonna treat everybody like a king. So when I met Brian, like it was like an instant just locking in. So that was just my brother more so than anything. So when I came home, I was just getting in tune with what he had going on, like just checking in on some like, yeah, what Brian been doing with Fusion Radio. Because of course I wanted to come on just on some, let me get an interview. But once I started seeing what he had going on and he had his calls no more, I'm like, since something just came in my head, like, I think I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to talk to people. I know how to switch it up, code switches, I do all that type of stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to just see what he say. And when he gave me the answer he gave me, I was like, oh, you want me to be his co-host too? I'm like, oh yeah, we gonna do it. And we've been locked in there since. But I'm kind of glad that you asked me that question, and I'm glad that I made that decision though, because making that decision in 2022 didn't change the trajectory of my whole couple of years now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me meeting y'all, me doing this. Like, Fusion Uncut basically, I ain't gonna say was created that day, but it was down the line gonna be created. You know what I'm saying?
Those seeds was planted.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? And the last thing I said, I just turned 25 in August. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my birthday is August 10th for people who don't know. You know what I'm saying? Born in 2000, so just turned 25 in August. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like I told you, that game was just really just about, like, it's not so much about somebody winning. It's just more so, like, another way just to get to know people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared of
But y'all know it's time for now.
Yeah, the other game.
Y'all know it's time for now. Now it's time for what they came to see.
Yes, sir.
So basically, this our staple game we play every week. It's a word rhyming game. It's for the artists. This to show artistry. You know, see how quick you is on your feet with the rhymes, with the words. So basically, the way it's gonna go, I'm gonna call out a random word, and y'all got 5 seconds to come up with another word. So if you can't come up with another word within that 5 seconds, if you repeat a word that was already said, or if you say a word that doesn't actually exist, that's how you lose the round. And we're gonna do it best of 3. We're gonna do best of 3. So I'm gonna be generating the words and calling them out, and my boy Sacked Up, he gonna be right here making sure no words get repeated and no fake words get said.
Okay. But I have a lot of fake words I just make up, so we're gonna see how this goes. Okay.
And I'm 1 and 2, but I'll be 2 and 2 in a couple minutes. Don't worry. Feel me?
Okay, hold on. So we gotta get the ad free, bro. We gotta get the ad free, bro.
Next time you gonna watch this progressive commercial.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Keese. Yeah, you got.
Don't cheat either, cause you still in school. I ain't been in school in a long time, so I ain't got something to worry about.
I don't know how
That's
that's cheating.
right? That's not her cheating.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's putting them boys to use.
I'm almost 10 years removed from school.
That's your disadvantage.
It's cool though, man. We gonna do it.
Oh, bro, she fresh off an essay, finna smoke you.
Probably just wrote one this holiday season before we go back to school, don't you?
An essay?
Yeah, maybe.
I haven't wrote an essay in, not this year.
That's
They
crazy.
even having this. Ooh, I do not like essays at all.
That's kind of why I stopped liking school. I'm studying having to write these long 12-page papers and all type of about stuff you don't even want to talk about.
Alright, y'all ready for the first word? Alright, I'm gonna kick it off with Keese. Alright?
You finna call this big goof ass word.
We ain't gonna do too much on the first word. The first word we gonna kick it off with is good.
Good.
Should.
Oh my god.
Oh man, damn,
Hey.
bro, you give up like that?
I swear I had a brain fart.
Good is
that
like
fast.
the easiest word I can think of.
Alright, give me
So
five.
I won
give
the
me
first
5 words.
round?
Yeah, so right.
Give me 5 words then.
Should. Hood.
She said should.
Oh, I lost.
Exactly. Alright, that's cool. I lost the first round. I still got 2 more to go. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's get another word going real quick.
Orange.
So this round, you gonna start out this round first.
Okay.
Okay,
Try to see.
Then you gotta watch the ad every time you try to get a word.
No. I'm just trying to not get as you call it, big over goof ass words, bro.
Automatopoeia.
Banana. You talking about? Nah. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the word for this round is gonna be knock.
Lock.
Sock.
Shock.
Pock.
5.
Yeah.
I can say shop.
Mock,
Yeah.
clock.
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Sun deaf. Yeah.
I don't know
It's
why.
It's that pressure. It's
It's
when that
getting
time.
tight on.
Right.
Yeah, tight on. Tight
gotta think of some on the spot. It's like
on.
your brain.
Tight on. Don't get nervous. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
It's sudden death.
Sudden death, on bro.
Sudden death.
All right, Keese, let's get it. The word for the last round is gonna be south.
Mouth.
House.
Nah, I think you.
Wait, house. Wait, I messed up.
Yeah, what was the
Wait, it
word?
was
South, like
South.
South.
Chicago,
South.
like south.
House.
Yeah, that
Down.
rhyme. That
Down.
South.
That rhyme.
House.
See, that's good because you said mouth. South.
rhyme.
No.
don't.
No.
No, it don't.
That is not.
That's that
House.
Chicago accent right there.
House.
She tried to-
No.
House and mouse. Right.
Mouth.
Not mouth.
Mouth. House.
don't know.
Oh, you said mouth.
No, I would say like south. Yeah, mouth rhymes with south.
Yeah, the word.
House don't
yeah, the
rhyme
word
with
was
south. House will rhyme with like
House.
mouse.
South.
I feel like that
House.
rhyme.
I don't know. I feel like
Y'all ain't finna try to cheat for us.
I don't know why I feel like it rhymed too.
I swear, I feel like it rhyme.
South.
It sounds
House.
similar to
Oh, South House. South House.
I don't know.
No.
That rhyme.
Them don't end the same.
no, it don't.
To rhyme, it gotta
Hey.
You got to end the same to rhyme?
I don't think you got to end the same to rhyme, y'all.
That's a near rhyme, but it's not a
It don't have,
rhyme.
a word don't got to end the same to rhyme.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't.
Not necessarily,
It don't,
but
bro.
that don't
House
sound
and
none
south
of
do not rhyme, bro.
That don't.
But the thing, I do that a lot in songs. Like, I don't
Yeah,
I
they
just-
sound. They sound.
Yeah,
similar.
I don't know.
They sound similar, but they not a near. They not a match. Like they not a match rhyme. You force it to sound similar.
Hey, you could do that in music, but you can't do it on Fusion Uncut.
Ah,
You get what I'm saying? Two and two. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Hey, look, y'all tell us in the comments. Y'all tell us do south and house rhyme. We gonna let the comments
House
decide.
They gonna think we slow on Fusion.
Hey, what school y'all went to again?
Shout out what school you went to.
Bro.
CPS school system let y'all down. Alright, man. So we done had a great time, man. We done definitely had a great time. It was great seeing you again. I done seen the growth. I done seen the different things that you're doing. I'm really excited for you. 2026. It's a whole new year. It's the first day of 2026, and I got a chance to chop it up with amazing artists. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe in the future, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you take off, you might be like, yeah, I know dude. He gave me an interview back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, no, that's what's up, though. I definitely appreciate you coming out, though, giving me a little bit of your time and stuff like that, because I always like getting a chance to sit down with you different artists, because like I said earlier, from y'all different processes to the way y'all look at music, it's just really interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Being an artist myself, so it's like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming out. So before we get up out of here and we wrap up this great episode, it's two things I need you to do. First thing I need you to do is you gotta give people some type of advice. You know what I'm saying? Either a piece of advice in life or a piece of advice that you feel like a fellow artist should know. But we definitely need a piece of advice from you before you leave.
The advice I would give is whatever, journey you go on or whatever process, whatever purpose you have in life, just stay consistent. You know what I mean? Yeah. And have people around you who will be truthful to you and, tell it how it is and lift you up in your low times. And it may not always sound like the thing that you want to hear, but people genuinely want to see you succeed.
Stay away from them yes men. They gonna lead you down. You know what I'm saying? Get around those people that's gonna tell you about yourself. 'Cause sometimes you need somebody to tell you about yourself. Mm-hmm. So I definitely appreciate that. The second thing, you know what I'm saying? Gotta give all the social medias, you know what I'm saying? All the social medias so they can get in tune with you personally and they can get in tune with that great music.
Yes, so you can find me on all social medias and all music platforms at Zia Jenaye. That is ZIA space JENAYE, and that's on everything.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all see how that's real professional. I wish I could talk like that all the time. Like, that's real. That's that media being media trained. You know what I'm saying? I like that. So, you did it again, man. You did it again. You know what I'm saying? What I think this like episode 7, yeah, episode 7, yeah. So, 7 of those things in, man. We in a new studio, new spot. This is gonna be home. This is what we gonna call home for 2026. I hope it's past 2026, but I can't see that far, man. But until then, this is the most supported podcast in the world, Fusion Uncut.
Until I get a check, I ain't getting peace. The best that I could be is all I'm trying to be. The best that I could be is all I'm trying to be. I see my goals right in front of me. And they so close, got me trying to reach out. Stuck up in that cold, I was trying to eat. Mama, I just hope you can see your son now.
Yo, it's your boy Keese, the host of the most supported podcast in the world, and you just got done watching another episode of Fusion Uncut. If you want to subscribe and like some of the content that we got on the channel, tap in right here. And if you want to go back and look at some of the other episodes that we already did, check them out right here.